Have you ever felt pushed down by somebody? Have you ever felt like someone's trying to manipulate you or make you feel bad about doing what you want? Have you ever dealt with really negative people that just are toxic? People that simply don't want to encourage you, aren't on your side, and it feels like they're really just out to get you. Well, you're not the first one. All of us at some point in our life feel that way. Like there's someone out to get us, or they just don't want us to succeed and they're trying to get in our way, they're sabotaging us, right? Sometimes it might be a close friend or a family member. Other times it might be your enemy. And here's the thing. If you recognize that human beings are addicted to their emotions, they're addicted to their patterns, and that what they're doing, the way that they're acting towards you, most of the time is a pattern playing out, you'll see and start to realize that there's no real ill intent most of the time. Whether it's a parent trying to push a kid to go follow in the parent's footsteps or try to become a doctor or a lawyer or do something else that's kind of highly praised in society so they can feel proud, or whether it's your friend telling you that you shouldn't pursue your business venture, that you should quit, give up, because it's never going to work out anyway, and 9 out of 10 businesses fail, and have you looked at the stats and all this, right? Regardless of who it's coming from, it's that emotion, it's that pattern that they're playing out as a result of their life, their conditioning, their beliefs, their thoughts, and we take it personally. That's the mistake. Of course they're gonna do that. What else would you expect them to do? You see, we have these unreal expectations that will never be matched, that everyone's supposed to clap for us every time we burp. And that's just not how it works. People are gonna fight you. People are gonna get in the way. Some people just don't get how important certain things are to you. And if you are naive and believe that everyone's supposed to be on your side and on your team, then you're gonna be severely disappointed. And it's gonna be a pretty frustrating uphill struggle. On the other hand, if you can accept that people are playing out their patterns, acting on behalf of their unconscious beliefs that are deeply wired in them since childhood, if you can understand that they're addicted to their emotions and they want to keep feeling the way they're feeling, and when you try to come in and mess with that or create some sort of imbalance in them, they try to find the quickest way back to where they were coming from, then this whole thing becomes a lot easier. Maybe you can let go of some of that resistance that you have, because negative people aren't usually even negative. They're more so on autopilot. They're more so just playing out their pattern. And when you see that what they're doing is unconscious, when you understand that they're not deliberately sitting down and thinking, haha, let me really mess with that person's life. Let me really, try to get in your head so that you feel unmotivated and don't pursue your goals. You realize that there's really no ill intent. They're not trying to hurt you. They're not trying to make your life miserable. Well, maybe some of them are, but for the vast majority of them, they're simply running on their loop and you're just getting caught in the middle. And the best thing that you can do most of the time is to walk away. You don't have to deal with this. You don't have to listen to this. See, you have free will. You have a choice. Even if it's someone that has authority over you, you don't have to take their advice. You can hear them out. You can listen to them. You can choose to take the advice. You can act on what they say, or you can ignore everything and just go do what you want anyway. And here's the trick. That's oftentimes the best thing to do. To follow your heart. Do what you want to do anyway. Say what you want to say. Go where you want to go. Be with who you want to be with, regardless of what those negative people think. Negative, right? Really, they're just playing out their patterns. But if you do that, if you do what you want anyway, all of a sudden, you don't have a grudge against them. You see, the only way you'll dislike someone is if you take their bad advice and go act on it. But if they give you bad advice and you don't apply it, you don't follow it, you don't listen to them, why would you have any hard feelings? It doesn't matter. Maybe you don't even have to listen to it. Maybe you could just leave. You see, we get so stuck in our head thinking that we're obligated. We have to, That's my friend. I can't just abandon him, right? From 20 years ago, we met, and we've been besties ever since, and I have to stick with him. It's just not true. You don't have to. If you want to, of course, go ahead. By all means, it's your choice. But let go of the obligation. Let go of that feeling that you owe something to someone. Maybe they helped you out in the past. Maybe, who knows why you feel obligated. But regardless of why, try letting go. Try saying, hey, it's okay for me to be me, and for them to be them, and for them to play out their pattern and say what they're going to say, and for me to just walk away and go do what I want to do. So often I get asked, Raphael, I have all these negative people, all these bad people around me. Who's really the common denominator, right? It's going to be you. It's always you. And if you're putting up with it, if you stay around it, if you can't do better, if you can't create a better circle of influence, if you can't find better friends or create your own family that's healthy and happy together, then it's your fault, isn't it? I mean, if my life isn't good, who's that ultimately on? It's my life, not anybody else's. No matter how much of a bad impact someone else seems to have made, again, quotation marks, because the truth is, no one really has any power over you. You can choose like this to change. You see, that's the dignity of a human being, is we have free will. We can actually choose. We're conscious and aware of our decision making. And we can slow down, think, analyze, be critical, be logical. We don't have to act on our emotions and on our loops constantly. We can take a break from all that and think, okay, what do I really want here? And then you can listen to your heart, and you've got an intuition that's usually always buried deep in there, but we never take the time. So try taking the time listening to that instead of all the negative people. Try listening to what you really want. How do you want to respond? How do you want to deal with it? Negative people have no power over you if you don't give away your power to them.